CGM Radio, King Lion Caribbean Showcase. Introducing, you just heard the music, special guest in the house, the Black Cinderella, the legendary Sister Carol. Introduce yourself so the people could know you're here.
Blessed love and greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, and the conquering Knight of the tribe of Judah, elect of God and true light of this world. Jah Rastafarian, Christ in His kingly character. Also to the Queen of all Queens, Empress Rosara Benin, because we know the creation balance. King and Queen, Lion and Lioness, Emperor and Empress. Blessed. I am Mother Culture, Sister Carol, the original root daughter of Kingston, Jamaica.
Yes. Okay, I'm actually blushing. Okay. Once again, the legendary Sister Carol. Normally we wouldn't start off an interview like this. I know you to be a very humble individual, but I want to start off with some of the accolades that you have achieved over the years in the business. What are some of the accolades that have been bestowed upon you?
It's gonna take a long time, my brother.
We got time,
It's gonna take a long time.
Okay.
Because you gotta start with me being a sister, then a mother, then a grandmother. You know, all those things come before quote unquote career.
Okay.
You know, but the Black Cinderella out of Kingston, Jamaica, I've been in the business some 35 years now. And my main purpose is to spread this, what we call the rascal. Them say gospel, but me say the rascal. You know, through the medium of music, uplifting, edifying, educating the nation through music, conscious music that is. And that's what I've been doing for the past 35 years. And in between that, you know, I've done some movies like Something Wild, Married to the Mob, Rachel Getting Married, recently Ricky and the Flash. I'm also an educator, school teacher. I'm also a producer. And I'm also an excellent chef. But right about now, I think what I'm really here for is to let the people know that I also play sound system as well. You know, because sound system is really a part of I&I culture. That's what we know, that's what we, you know, where you say, Bahan come say, there are times when growing up in Kingston, Jamaica, I never had food, I never had anything, but we always had a sound system, either next door or down the road, you know.
Okay. Not to cut you off, but we're going to start the interview officially right there with the sound system. The root for most traditional artists coming out of Jamaica. Where did you begin? What was your first memory of sound system and when did you actually begin? Because coming out 35 years in the business, you had to have a start on the sound system. So tell us about that.
Well, I grew up in Kingston, Jamaica, in the ghettos of Denham Town, where I used to live next door to a sound system called Sir Percy's Welterweight. And that sound system was played by Brother Uri and also the legendary King Stitch, you know.
Whoa.
And there was other sounds neighboring Sir Lloyd's, you know, and I used to live near the most famous dance hall at the time called Chakamolan, where all the sound systems from all over Jamaica came to play. But like I said, sound system is very, you know, is what we know, you know, before we even had television and later on cable and VHS and all those things there. A sound system, you know. And I myself started to play my own little turntable when I was about 12 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you obviously had the influence living next door to the sound system, as you said.
But I feel like music born in me, you know. Music born in me. Although I don't want the music to me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
So, did you actually start off your musical career as a selector or as an artist?
Well, like I told you, I started to play my own little turntable when I was 12 years old. At that time, I never even known about no DJ on the mic or an artist. And, that was like the furthest thing from my mind at that point.
Okay.
But my father is also an engineer, and he worked for the radio station, and he actually wired a lot of the studios in Jamaica, like Studio One, Treasure Isle, Bob Marley Studio, Anchor Studio. So, I accompanied him on many trips, and I used to get records, and that's when I started to play. One of my first records I remember playing at 12 years old was an album by Brother Big Youth called Screaming Target. So I used to study that whole album and go to school and sing it for my friends.
Okay.
I used to charge them too. Yeah, so, playing music to me was everything at that time. When I came to the States now, I was just an ordinary citizen. I go to school and do my thing, but music was always at the depths of my core wanting to come out, And I never got that opportunity until 1981.
Okay. So in 1981, did your career start as an artist, or did you get your first break as a producer as a selector in 81?
No, at 81 I started as a solo artist.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I got started in 75, but I used to sing with some other brothers and sisters as a part of a group called Shakatange and the Cultural Youths. But as a solo artist, I got started in 1981. Started to sing and what they call DJ.
Okay. And at this point in time, were you in Kingston or did you migrate to the U.S. by that point?
I was right here in Brooklyn.
Okay. Your roots again in the sound system, you started off as an artist in 81 in New York City.
Yeah.
Were there any sound system in New York City at that point in time that you gravitated towards or you DJ'd on live?
Yeah, first and foremost, I had my own little sound system in my apartment over in Flatbush. A sound system called Eastman International, where every artist used to come and get their practice and get their thing,
Okay.
before Dan One Studio.
Okay.
It was my apartment in Brooklyn that everyone came and practiced. Every artist that came from Jamaica, both locally and internationally, came to Eastman International to make a CD, make a cassette or something. We had great DJs, some of who's still around, like the great Screechy Dan, Pekka, Daddy Kempes, Night Rider, Shelly Thunder, you name it. They all came to get, the practice on Eastman International, where it was my sound system played by my king man called Brother Nino.
Okay. So at this point in time in 81, you have basically the studio that all of the artists are coming to. You were starting off as an artist.
Like a correct, it's not really a studio, just a little living room.
Okay.
And the sound string up and everybody come and do them thing 7 days a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is 81 now. How did you transition from considering yourself a selector to becoming an artist, and who influenced you to become an artist yourself?
We always have the desire to make records and to step out, But the first opportunity I got was in 1980. I heard this song by a Bridget named Michael Jarrett called Sadat. What I will kill Sadat. And I went to Michael Jarrett and asked him, who produced this record for you? Because at that time, you had a skill and you was just seeking for producers. And, some of them tell you some joke story until you come back, that. And it wasn't until I met Brother Jalife who offered me the opportunity to record my very first song as a solo artist you heard playing earlier, called Black Cinderella. That was my very first song. So Jalife is the producer that exposed Sister Carol to the world.
Okay. And at that point in time, you recorded Black Cinderella. What was the reception you received on the scene for that single?
Good reception. very good reception. Still getting good reception all now. All a while ago when you played, you never see me as scared. Still sweet, still nice. You know what I mean?
Okay. Now you're getting notoriety as an artist. You also interact with the artists that's coming to the city, you said. The shows. Did the shows start at this point in time performing live?
Well, once we start, once we made the record and we start getting a lot of airplay and the music was being distributed worldwide, then we started to travel the world. Started to go in, out of state and then out of the country, and been traveling for 30-something years now.
Okay, so once again, 81. Did you see yourself at that point in time of recording Black Cinderella, it taking off and you touring the world? Did you envision that in 81 when you started out as an artist?
I never know say that take the way it take, but I have aspires and desires to know so well and more and become a big artist, of which I really did, and Jah just blessed me to make it manifest, because I can't manifest the thing. I'm man have to manifest the thing. I is a woman, so Jah bless her, so I could have manifest the thing, performing worldwide.
Okay.
Up until now, still doing it.
Okay, so off of the first song you did, Black Cinderella, you gained that notoriety, you started traveling. Who were some of the DJs that you came into contact with, or you would say mentored you in that period as a new artist?
DJs like Brigadier Jerry, Brother Uri, all the brothers from early days like, Iroy, Prince Jasbo, all the DJs were, somewhat inspirational, but I really got the true Rasta spiritual inspiration from Brigadier Jerry. And at that time, he was the man and he still is the man right now.
Okay. Now, him becoming someone that you look to in your career, did you also have a relationship with his sister?
I sure did.
Okay.
She's a sister of mine as well.
And this is Sister Nancy for the listeners that who don't
Sister
know
Nancy,
what we're speaking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the beginning of a beautiful relationship to start off your career.
Yeah, man. It's like, you find some family members. Because family don't mean blood, Family don't just mean good vibes, good energy with people. Once you make that connection, you just hold on upon it and we're still family. I still do a lot of tours with Sister Nancy worldwide. They call us the Rubber Dub Sisters,
Okay, so after the success of Black Cinderella, you started doing shows internationally. Where did your career go on from that point?
It went on to exposing me to a director. I was performing one night with my dear sister and Sister Judy Mawat in Manhattan. And when she called me up on the stage, I was very, enthusiastic about getting the opportunity to run on. So at that time I didn't know that there was a director in the audience who saw me and met me backstage and cast me in the very first movie I did, Something Wild, back in 1986. So the movies led on to, different television appearances worldwide, more recordings,
Okay.
a Grammy nomination in 1996 for my album Lyrically Potent.
Okay, we don't want to go too fast now, because this is a lot for the listeners to absorb while you're saying that.
So now we talk it as it flow.
Okay, within 5 years of the start of your career, you were casted in your first movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Once again, at that point in time in 86, you started doing movies. Did your musical career take a backseat at that point in time? Was acting something that you concentrated on for a while?
No, it was all moving simultaneously. The music exposed me to the world. That actually started my movie career. So when my movie career started, it just like exploded the music part of me, and that's when I really started going out there in the world and doing my thing. I probably have up to, 13 albums released since that time. touring the world, recording, just doing the thing, man, just grinding it out.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a project in the studio right now that was recently released by you. DJ Rich, play something off of that project, and we're gonna get into let the listeners know a little bit more about that project that's currently out now.
All right.
Bless you, most high God Almighty.
Song entitled "The Word,"
Yes, I.
and this is off the Live No Evil project,
Correct.
which you recently released. Okay, let's talk about that project for a minute. When did you release that project?
That project was released in January 2014.
Okay. Powerful project, a lot of songs on it. What was some of the influences that went into this last project that you put out that we're currently promoting now?
Well, you see, most people think we're human beings that have a spiritual experience, but really, in reality, we are spiritual beings that have a human experience, and becoming conscious of that awareness. I was trying to put it in the music that we must not just see no evil or hear no evil or speak no evil. We must live no evil. And the songs basically, attest to that. The song that you just listened to called The Word, a lot of people saying, why Black Cinderella? Who is the Black Cinderella? The song is basically letting you know who is the Black Cinderella. I am a messenger who brings the message from the Creator. So, Black Cinderella was first a song done by a brother called Errol Dunkley. A song that meant a lot to me as a kid growing up, and I decided when I started singing, I'd use that name, the Black Cinderella. Not seeking a prince charm, but more looking for redemption through the Most High, through the medium of music. And later on I discovered the goddess within me as the black female goddess. Because you have El and Elohims as gods and Ella are goddesses. So Black Cinderella is the black female goddess. I trod through the earth. And music is my main medium of edifying and educating and teaching. And there I see me.
Okay.
So that song, The Word, embodies that.
Okay. It's well known that reggae music is a male-dominated genre of music, but you've mentioned a couple of DJs and singers that you would say influenced you, that you looked to growing up. Were there any females in the business that you looked to and try to emulate as a young artist coming up?
Yeah, a lot of females would inspire me along the way. Outside of reggae music, people like Sister K.L.C.S Rose in the R&B world, Aretha Franklin, Diana Ross, Nina Simone. But through reggae music, it was sisters like Hortense Ellis, Cynthia Richards, Marcia Griffiths, Judy Mowat, Rita Marley, a lot of inspiration from those sisters coming along the journey.
Okay. And it's well documented that you live a Rastafarian lifestyle. Did you live that lifestyle before becoming an artist and it just came out in your music, or did you start off as an artist and transition and your lifestyle brought you to the message that you portray in your music now?
Well, everyone really born Rasta, Everyone is a Rasta from birth. But it's when you become conscious of that awareness in your life, then, you can say, well, then other people are going to know. But I've been conscious of my Rastafarian liberty and faith within me since I was like about 7 years old. So even though my family was like straight up Catholics and, other kind of Christian, I had to hide the Rasta in me until I basically came on my own, because I didn't want to deal with that in the house. So that the time when I had the opportunity to really fulfill my desire and who manifest Rastafari within me was about the same time the music, started. started expressing it in the music as well, but it was always in me since I was a youth, long before career.
So, from day one, musically, you've always had your lifestyle be a major part of the music that you release for the world.
Yeah, expressing Rasta within me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Outside of your lifestyle, would you say there's any other subjects that Sister Carol is known for touching on when she touch her mic?
What do you mean outside my lifestyle? We deal with everything within life, you know.
Okay.
Everything within life, we deal with it. I'm in the mother culture.
Okay.
And culture covers the music, the art, the dance, the food, everything that we do is a part of our culture. So we deal with everything in life, just about every topic, every subject, politics, religion, spirituality, education, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Everything. Listen back to the word and you hear everything, we touch by everything.
The reason I asked that is because you said earlier that you were a teacher, and having that education, maybe sometimes you may want to put out a song that is different from the norm.
Well, I was trying to tell you some things earlier, and you said me not to talk so fast and talk too much things. But
okay, so let's talk about
things. I never tell you now, say,
okay.
I am a trained educator.
Yes.
And I received my degree. I have a Bachelor of Science degree in education. I just never went to, what you say now, the secular world and, you know, teaching the school, but I am teaching in the music. The experience that I gained from becoming a teacher, I utilize it in the music, and every one of my songs is like a lesson plan that you can learn something from and identify and, you know, use it to the best of your ability, however you see fit. So, yes, I am a school teacher, but I'm not limited to a classroom. The whole world is my classroom.
Okay. Now, once again, touching back on the Live No Evil project, do you currently have any visuals, music videos out for that project now?
Yeah, there's a music video on YouTube called Mother Earth, really Mama Earth, and there's a song on the CD as well. The video from that is from the CD as well, Mother Earth, so you can check that out on YouTube.
Okay. We're going to let the listeners hear that one, Mother Earth. Check out the video once again on YouTube. What's the YouTube page that they could go to find that video?
You can just go up on YouTube and type in Sister Carol, you know.
Mother Earth.
Mother Earth or Mama Earth, you know, which way them
Big
speak,
enough.
and they get it, you know.
Okay.
I see.
It's for us to say Mother Earth is a family.
Yes. TGM Radio, King Lion Caribbean Showcase. We're here with the legendary Sister Carol. We just finished listening to Mama Earth off of her last album, Live No Evil. The video entitled Mama Earth, also available on YouTube now. Go check that out. Okay. Moving on. It's my first time actually interviewing a Grammy nominated artist. So I would like for our listeners to know what did that feel like, being actually nominated for something as prestigious as a Grammy, as an artist?
It was a very rewarding feeling, you know. I started to produce my own music sometime around 1989. And we produced this album entitled Lyrically Potent. And we licensed it to a company, I won't call the name now, but, you know, upon hearing that it was nominated for the Grammys in 1996, it was a real gratifying, rewarding feeling. You feel as if you have done something that is recognized by the entire fraternity. The music fraternity, not just your peers or, you know, what I'm called local radio people or media people, but the Grammys like it has an international orientation about it. So it was a remarkable, gratifying, rewarding feeling.
Okay. Now, I will venture to say that any artist would say that would be the pinnacle of an artist's career, being nominated for some things as prestigious as a Grammy. One of the pinnacles, I should say.
I should say one.
Okay.
Yeah, because there have been many.
Okay. Now, I tried to slow you down early because we had a lot to talk about, but you touched on some of the things that I wanted to say for later. But being an actress, you said in 1986 you got your first role as an actress in a movie. Now, are we talking about movies shot and produced in Jamaica or movies that were being shot and produced in the United States?
Shot and produced here in the United States.
Okay.
Major motion picture.
Major motion pictures.
Yeah.
Okay. And your roles, are you being typecast as a Rastafarian woman in your roles that you're taking? Are you turning down certain roles as an actress?
Well, there has been a lot of roles that I've had to turn down because my spirituality to me comes first over my career. You know, like for instance, I was asked to, be a part of that movie Lean on Me, and I was supposed to be somebody's mother. I'm a crackhead, and I'm like, no, that can't work.
Okay.
So that's just an example of one of the many roles which I had to turn down because my spirituality comes first. And I feel like I owe it to my ancestors that I walk the path they set for me, as opposed to a rundown star and freedom.
Okay.
Stardom and fame, whatever that is.
So after your initial role in 1986, where did your career as an actress move from there?
But it moved on to another bigger part in a movie called Married to the Mob, where I was like a proprietor for a salon. And I had this beauty salon that I had to give a job to this woman who was really the star of the movie, and that movie was called Married to the Mob, like I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point in time, you're flying back and forth in between New York and Hollywood. You're still doing your music, but you're acting. How were you juggling your careers at that point in time?
My career never really start or function in Hollywood. I've been to Hollywood to perform my music, but I never live in Hollywood, because, as I said in one of my songs, Hollywood a stardom, full up your road, too little wisdom, knowledge ever seldom. It's a freaky kingdom, some them they use condom,
Okay.
So, Hollywood is just like, a place where them create, where them live out them fantasies and things of that sort. I just know so well, I am just fulfilling the many roles that I come to do on this journey called life,
Okay. Now, moving on to being an actress, you're being seen on the big screen. I would venture to say that upped your profile as an artist. Did it help you as an artist become a bigger artist?
Yeah, more exposure, get to play, all over, the worldwide, Last time I checked, I probably performed in more than 90 countries so far.
Okay. Where are some of the farthest places that music has taken you?
Well, quite a few times in Africa. Places like Ivory Coast, Senegal, Gambia, Ethiopia. On the other side, places like what they call Down Under. There's a country called New Caledonia. It's between New Zealand and Australia, a very small country.
Okay.
That's probably one of the furthest places I've been. It took me like 2 days to get there.
Okay. And
Europe and Asia, Japan, Thailand, places like that, throughout the Caribbean, throughout Canada, just about every state in the US except Alaska.
okay. Did traveling to the motherland do anything for you more than the music, with your lifestyle, as you would say?
Yeah, man. Africa opened my eyes big time, man. that is where I got to see the blueprint of our liberty, why we do what we do, how we do what we do. You know, I saw it there, everything in its original state and form in Africa. You know, why we eat the way we eat, and even visited some of the slave dungeons, like in Goree Island, and in places like a place called Jamestown, where they had Kunta Kinte from the movie Roots, like a prison where he was in a place called Jufre in Gambia. You know, places like that really opened my eyes, let me realize some of the deep things that my ancestors been through, some of the sacrifices they've made for me to be here today. You know, and to let me know that once we have the mindset, the will, and the courage to step out of what is expected of us, we can be great, we can be greater than we are. Because I've seen what my ancestors have done, you know. So Africa really opened my eyes in many, 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 many ways.
Was it that started your career as a humanitarian, or was that something you were doing before?
No, man, I'm born a humanitarian, man. And when you become a vegetarian, then that makes you a better humanitarian.
Okay. So you are a vegetarian?
Straight.
Okay.
Full 100.
Okay. I like to let the listeners know about, we interview a lot of people with the Rastafarian lifestyle, so I often ask the question about your diet on a daily basis. Is there something that you could partake for our listeners to practice on a daily basis to help with their lifestyle, cleansing the body?
Can I just give you like a little piece of one of my songs?
Yeah.
Feel free.
No meaty, coulda never ever sweetie. I like her when me cook coffee, me veggie. No MSG, no eggy. This and not the dread ever ready. When me a cook so me steady. Me put down me butter. Strictly vegetables, fruits and vegetables. Nowhere for animal products, or we not take life to make our food, you know. We are what we eat, you know. Our food is our medicine, our medicine is our food. So it's, you know, strictly vegan. Fruits and vegetables.
Okay, you mentioned earlier that you love cooking. You're a great cook.
Yeah, man.
Have you ever considered actually doing something like a cookbook, or putting out what you think we should be eating?
I've done like, put out a couple of my recipes in some magazine back in time, you know, telling the people how to cook certain things like ital stew and, you know, and I do have the desire also to open a vegan restaurant soon too.
Do you have any of these recipes up on your website?
No, none of the recipes on my website.
SisterCarol.com, pardon me. SisterCarol.com, the website.
No, none of the recipes that are there.
Okay, you've been holding out on us.
No, really.
We should be able to go to the website and get one, at least one.
Yeah, but you know, like
you can
I said,
add that segment to the website.
At 35 years, you know, King, so there's a lot of things, and maybe that just skipped you, or probably you wasn't born, or, you know, I've done do some research, but just hold tight, you know, a restaurant, so alright.
Okay, we're
With some
looking forward to
good recipes, you know.
Okay, so we segued into the website now, so let's talk about the website now for your fans. What can they go to the website and see?
They can see, like, my bio, you know, who I am, what I've been doing, you know, where I'm traveling to, where I'm going next. They could buy, you know, my songs, my albums over the years. You know, some of them are out of stock, some of them just come back in a stock later day. You know what I mean? And, you know, pretty soon, we also have a clothing line, the Black Cinderella clothing line, where we've been selling clothes that we make in Jamaica, and we bring them here to sell. Pretty soon that we open up on the site as well.
Okay.
You know, the website is still a work in progress, you know.
Okay, apart from the website, on social media, Is there places that fans or produce?
Yeah, they can always link me on Facebook, and that's Sister Carol East. I have to, make sure I mention East, because sometimes when I just say Sister Carol, they kind of link me with some of the Catholic sisters, So,
Okay. And the East is for the East.
East is just for them to know
Okay.
that is really me, which is
The foundation.
my last name, yeah.
Okay.
Also Twitter, same,
Twitter.
Sister Carol East.
Instagram as well?
Yeah. And Instagram it's Royal and Loyal, or Loyal and Royal. If you try Royal and Loyal, you know, see me go back to Loyal and Royal, you see.
Either way.
Yeah.
Okay. And once again, your videos on YouTube. I'm pretty sure your team has a YouTube page for you, but maybe that one. Okay. But
Well, some of the things is still a work in progress,
okay.
Yeah, because I'm a very busy woman, Very busy woman, and my family comes before career. And I have 11 grandchildren, so sometimes way busy.
How is that actually working out for you? Because I know you're constantly doing shows.
Great, they're working out great.
Okay.
Because these youths are inspiring me, energizing me, actually re-educating me, So, like some of the things you're asking me about, like Instagram and Twitter and all
You're
that.
getting it from the grandkids.
My grandchildren do it for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any upcoming shows that you're doing that your fans could come out and look forward to your performance?
Well, one of the main reasons why I'm here today is that I also have a sound system called Cinder Block. And my birthday is on the 15th of January. So one of the things I'm doing this year for my birthday is to make the fans in New York know that we have a sound system and we're bringing it to the road. So this is like an introduction coming out of like some other private places we've been playing. Publicly now, we're coming out with the song Cinder Block. And this is really to inspire most of the sisters who are playing sound system, to let them know that I, Sister Carol, I'm here to empower them and to enforce what they're doing, to let them know, don't give it up. It's a big part of the culture, keep playing, but they must focus on the foundation. So on the night of the 19th, I think, in the club called Left Field, that's that name?
Left Field, yes.
Yeah. I'll be coming to spin some selections for the Massive and the Crew for the first time.
Yeah, because I'm going to ask you about the sound now. So, are you the actual selector, or do you have other selectors on the sound as well?
I am the selector.
Okay.
I am
That's Cinder Block.
Cinder Block, yeah. Block.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, that performance is coming up next month. Could look forward to that.
January 19th.
Okay, you could look forward to that as well.
What's the address again? Ludlow Street. What number Ludlow Street?
87.
87 Ludlow Street. So the fans can come out and see Mother Culture in a different style. Sometimes they come to the showcases and see me singing, performing. Sometimes I promote the shows, but just on this particular evening, it's an introduction to everyone to bring out the sound Cinder Block. Let them know this is another part of our culture, and it's a very important part that some people are neglecting or some people are trying to take away. So we have to hold on to our things and harness with things and make with things nice that can be there for the next generation.
What can the fans attending this event look forward to hearing from you now? As far as the other music outside of your music, what are you listening to? Are you listening to current reggae music? Do you refrain from it?
No, man, I listen to every music, man. I listen to every artist too as well.
Okay.
Now, on the night of the 19th, they can expect to hear some exclusives that's, produced on the Black Cinderella record label.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Along with some other roots, deep roots. I'm not talking about stem and branch and leaf. Deep roots music. You know what I mean? That I haven't been heard playing on the sound system for a while. So fans can look forward to that. And enforce more sound, more music from the sisters too. I have a whole heap of artists, whole heap of woman artists, and nobody now play them tune. Unless I juggling I go on. So I want the music to play through that the people can hear.
We got something that we like to do here on the King Line Caribbean Showcase. DJ Rich, I'm catching you off guard, but please tell me you got a rhythm that Sister Carol could say a couple words over for me. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. I hope you...
Oh yeah, they are trying to catch me off guard. That not working, okay? Remember me tell you.
DJ Rich.
Any rhythm you play, something about go on. Remember me tell you, if them just say, I buy, but something about go on.
Yes.
Yeah, but you see, one of the things I never get to tell you, this place where we are right now is called The Den, and I used to come here a lot on Sunday evenings and enjoy the music here. And there, been quite a few selectors, both male and female, and I liked it, and I still like it. So I was getting ready to ask Brother German if I can come select one night. Because sometimes I'm in Jamaica for a while too, as well. So when I came back here, say the Den closed down and that now go on again. So I say, something, Father German, a long time you hear Sister Carol select something, So maybe this is just the time to brandish Cinder Black to the public and play some tune with them here. You know what I mean?
So look out for that next month. Look out for that next month, January 19th.
Yeah.
Left field. Rich, we ready?
Bless thy almighty Jah, Rastafarian, I just Jah. Yes, I just Jah. Rastafarian, when me call him just Jah. Selassie, I am when me call him just Jah. The King of Kings, when me call him just Jah. Emperor Haile Selassie, I just Jah. Yes. Mother culture. On the King Lion Showcase, still I say, I just Jah. I when me talking about the boss Jah. King Selassie, yes, I just Jah. Ababa Janai, yes, I just Jah. Yes. Well, I'm the subject of the matter. Let's just rise and we can scatter. On the ages in that day, that evil spirit must come out. Our Father will deliver and baptize him in the water. You can count on the redeemer for salvation. I just Jah. Give me a different rhythm, just Jah. Anything you play, I just Jah. You don't have to play nothing more, cause still Rastafari, just Jah. Every time. Yes. Keeping it vital, keeping it vital. Yes. Ital Jacuzzi. That one I named the Ital Jacuzzi. Mother culture said that Ital Jacuzzi. Me a sing about the Ital Jacuzzi. Say nature is a thing that me love dearly. Me appreciate love the things that are in my country. Like the flowers and the trees, the animals plenty. Livestock, backside, sugar cane and sense. What I want to tell you is a true story. Oh, me little hideaway down in a Kingston City. When me go touch it out in my jacuzzi. What kind of cozy Ital Jacuzzi? Say this a Ital Jacuzzi. Talking about the Ital Jacuzzi. Any rhythm, I still Ital. See you later. Yes. The well blessed Rasta Empress. It is my jacuzzi because a Jack give me not a man-made thing from a technology, but a natural resource from the Almighty. Where the cool river water massage me body, to clean out me pores and rejuvenate me. Let me blood circulate, preserve me beauty. Only so me know for balancing me biochemistry. Other culture man go tell them out a different mystery. Say I touch jacuzzi. That one one and name the height and jacuzzi. Me say the height and jacuzzi. This a one a height and jacuzzi. Nature is a thing that me love dearly. Appreciate love the things that are in my country. Flowers and the cheese, the animals plenty. Livestock, backside, sugar cane and sensi. And more height and jacuzzi. Swimming at the height and jacuzzi. Bathing at the height and jacuzzi. Wash me natty in the height and jacuzzi. All I pull up me select and me say right from top. Mother cut your man, she then your man, you know she got any rhythm that you play with. Yes, that's yeah. So them got some of the many things, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That tune that you just did, another one off of the Live No Evil?
No.
No?
No.
No. Okay, so explain to us the title Jill Kuzi for me.
Alright. We as Rastafarians, we strongly express, believe and live within the balance. Like I told you earlier, where there's a king, there's a queen. Where there's a lion, there's a lioness. Emperor, empress, sun, moon, yin, yang. So I feel like no man not to climb up in a no jacuzzi. A man must climb up in a jacuzzi. Jack and Jill.
Okay, there you have
Yeah.
it. DJ Rich.
But further on, I can explain myself. Alright. You have the regular jacuzzi that you have inside your house. You just turn it on and the water just come and do what it's supposed to do. That's the regular jacuzzi. Then you have the idle jacuzzi where you sit in the actual river between the rocks and you have the water just pulsate and do what it's supposed to do. Now, modify the thing and set it with the necessary essential oils, tea light candles and incense, and you get the vibes where you're smelling the type of smell you want to smell to put you in the mood that you want to be in. So it becomes a jacuzzi and not just the jacuzzi anymore. You got me?
I got you.
Yeah.
DJ Rich, Jill Kuzi.
I can't wait to see you later,
I like that. I like the concept of the song.
Give thanks.
First of all, and you explaining it to us before we actually heard the song, it made all the sense, all the more sense. Okay, this project Live No Evil, you said it's available on sistercarol.com. Is it also available on digital outlets?
Yes, it's also on iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby, VPRecords.com,
Okay.
you know, sistercarol.com, you know.
Okay.
And when you see me in the streets, I always have my things selling,
Okay.
same way.
One of the things that I like about this album cover, the jacket, the CD sleeve, it says executive producer and published by you yourself and you your team.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
great.
Before we tune out, is there any knowledge you could partake on younger artists, aspiring artists, on why, when we look at your CD cover, it says produced and published by Black Cinderella Records, owned by you?
Because when we just got started, because we were only conscious of the talent that we had, we focused more on the show and never really paid much attention to the business. And it's really a hyphenated word, show business. So most of us, when we get conscious of the talent and we know we can go there, we can sing and dance, we often neglect the business. So I'd advise all young artists to get to know the business, learn about copyright, learn about, you know, your mechanical royalties, learn about the different companies like ASCAP and BMI who actually collect your royalties worldwide and send it to you. Know about licensing, you know, and there are music books and things online that can help you to learn more about the business. Because even me myself, you know, we did some work one time for Work for Iron. We were looking for some big thing, and later on we found out it was only Work for Iron. So we've been burned by that before. And we would want other young artists to go through the same thing. So we advise them to learn, once you're aware of what you can do, try to learn the business so that you don't have to go out there and experience some of what we have experienced. And when we come to know these things, then we start recording ourselves and getting our own publishing, because a lot of people don't know about the actual aspect of publishing. So you might do a record for someone and they give you like a little bit of money, but they're collecting like the bulk, and that's where the publishing is. So upon learning these things, I decided to form my own company, the Black Cinderella record label, Black Cinderella Publishing. The clothing line is the brand. So we, express it in different ways.
Okay. Is there anyone on the team, the label, that you will want to give a special thanks to at this point in time? Once again, for the listeners, it's Sister K.L.C.S on Facebook, Sister K.L.C.S on Twitter. The album Live No Evil.
Live No Evil is also on sale at sistercarol.com, iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby, VP Records. Because VP Records distributes some of our music as well.
January 19th, Left Field.
January 19th, Left Field. Come and witness the debut, public debut of the Cinder Black Sound System. Playing some real exclusive.
Okay.
Yeah.
And once again, your team, the Black Cinderella.
I want to big up everyone in my team, especially my partner, Mr. Dean Wap, my daughter, Nakiba Mani, Candice Wap, Jawara Wap, Anthony La Cruz, and all my grandchildren. That's my team.
Okay.
Yeah, we are family-based, family-oriented business. We try to keep it that way.
King Lion Caribbean Showcase, TGM Radio, Sister Carol.
It was certainly a pleasure being here, and thanks for the opportunity to express myself to the fans always, and I look forward to seeing you to come at the Left Field on the 19th January.
Much love.
All right? One perfect love. Blessed.